Hello, I'm Glenn Suarez. I'm Chairman of the Board of Impax Environmental Markets Plc, an investment trust listed on the UK Stock Exchange. IEM offers shareholders three important things today. First, it gives investors exposure to a set of companies that provide basic needs for society, such as food, water and energy in a sustainable way. Secondly, it gives investors an opportunity to invest in companies whose earnings are growing faster than the earnings of the market as a whole. And thirdly, it's giving investors exposure to a manager who has the skills and research depth to be able to uncover those opportunities and bring them to investors in the UK market. The best returns for investors come from consistency and taking a long-term view. And in the long term, what really matters for investors is companies whose earnings are growing and growing faster than the market. What's also important in the long run is the way in which companies are governed and managed. Good companies that are well managed produce better returns than other kinds of companies. It's certainly true, as we have seen in the past few months, that the market is changing. Companies that have done extremely well over the last decade have started to underperform. And companies that have been neglected by the market have come into their own. But perhaps the most interesting thing for investors is that IAM's portfolio is cheap and it has a faster earnings growth. And that combination is potentially very attractive for investors over the next decade. We are in a period of massive technological change in the way in which things like renewable power, batteries, AI, and other such technologies are changing. And these represent huge opportunities for sustainable investing. Companies like Prysmian, which is manufacturing cables and transformers, which are required in all parts of the electricity industry where demand is growing rapidly. Or a business like Cattle, which manufactures batteries, which provide a way of saving solar power, which is generated in the daytime for use at night. In the end, sustainability is about the management of long-term risks. If the sea level rises, as it is expected to do with the melting of the glaciers, areas of land which are now above water will go underwater, not just in England, but all over the world. And this will be an issue that all societies will have to confront. That's a sustainability risk that we have to think about now. This is something that the manager thinks about as part of its investment process. And that is a significant value added for investors. This has been an important part of the way in which the manager has thought about sustainability risks and risks in general for a very long time and continues to be part of the process.